Hello and welcome to Disney Makes Coloring. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm so excited to be here with you today. So today is going to be another one of our adult coloring for beginners videos. This one is going to be ideas on how to choose your colors. So the last one we did where we kind of chose a page, something I said hashtags and things to find out what you want to do for a page. So this time was last month. So this month we are going to do it so now we have our page picked out. Now, how do we begin? What colors should we use? How should I do this? So, sorry about the glare, but I am coloring in Cute and Magical by Alexandra Franzese, and I picked two in here. The first one here is the mushrooms. I'm gonna say these are bumblebees. I'm gonna say they're bumblebees. And then you've got flowers, and then you've got this potion bottle. And then the other one I picked was Mary Poppins. So Poppins here for my letter P. And I thought these were fun. And I thought these are two pictures that I could help you to figure out colors. Now, if you don't have this book, it doesn't matter. Any page. This will work for any page. So now, some of the ways, there are different ways. One of the ways you can do is choose a color palette. There are free color palettes on Pinterest, on Google. You can find free ones. There are some others. Sarah Renee Clark, she sells I don't have them, but they're color cubes. They're boxes, and there's 500 different color palettes. She also sells the digital versions, which I do have. I will show you pictures of the covers of these right here so you can see them. And you can choose one on the digital by clicking like a color. So say you're wanting pink and blue. So you choose the pink, and then you go through all the pink color palettes. Or you're going to say summer. You click summer palettes, and she has them categorized in summer. Or a holiday, 4th of July, she'll have them categorized for, and she won't because she's Australian. I don't think she has 4th of July. But that is one way. I tend to, remember how I said we could pick a page by hashtags and things like that? Well, I tend to use Amanda from Amanda Colors. She does a palette challenge each month, and it doesn't matter what page you use, just as long as you use the color palette. So then I don't have to pick a palette. So there's your colors for you. And you can find a page to go with those colors, or take your page. You know, this is creative. It does not have to be realistic. Not at all. Now, those are some ways. The next way is you have a color wheel. I forgot to get my color wheel. Let me get it. There we go. Oh, and look at, I bent it. You have a color wheel. Now, I don't know how to use this. I'm being honest with you. I didn't take any kind of professional art classes or anything, and I know there's complementary colors. Let's see. You've got monochromatic, triad, complementary, split complementary, and so these, you can find one of these on Amazon. They're very inexpensive. They have the definitions here. So if this helps you, on this side you have color theory, and then you have definitions for warm colors, cool colors, hue, tint, tone, and shade, if any of that helps you. I'll just tell you this, I have like 3 of these now because, you know, at first I thought, oh, I want to do this, I need to have a color palette. I never use it, ever. But if you're one that likes to do it right, and, well, I don't see how I don't do it right, but you want to use this, you can. But this one is the Creative Color Wheel, creativecolorwheel.com, but I got it on Amazon. The Color Wheel Company, just so you know. So that's another way. Okay, and then this way, we might have to turn off a light. So let's see. Okay, so this is my iPad. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn off, let me see. That a little bit better? Yeah. Don't go dark. right, I'm already there. So Pinterest. If in case you don't know what Pinterest looks like, it's this app right here, the circle with the P. You don't have to have an account to get on there. I have one, but you don't have to have one, and it's a great place to find colors. So the picture we chose, the first picture, so say we're going to color some mushrooms and bumblebees. Well, I want to pick the item on here that's going to stand out for me the most. And I love mushrooms. No, I don't like to eat them. I think they're disgusting and I think they smell, but I like the way the fantasy type mushrooms look. So I'm going to go to the search here and I'm going to search mushrooms. And you're going to get real mushrooms, mushroom, what are these called? Recipes. But see, you got different fantasies. So here you got blue ones, and pick ones that you're gonna like. See, look at how colorful that is. There's you a color palette right there. You've got teal, red, yellow, orange. I mean, it's basically rainbow pink. So you can make your whole page with those colors. And I would go and find my colors. I found my page. Now, so these are like multicolored mushrooms. Now, if you don't want traditional, you know, they're red, orangish red. But I really like this. So I'm going to stick with this. Now, how do I know what color in my pencil sets are going to go best with this? That is when a swatch chart is important. I know there are many of you that hate doing swatch charts. I personally really enjoy this, but I am an organizing nerd, and so this is like happy place for me. If I could go through and re-swatch all my pencils, I would. It takes forever, I will tell you that. But how else are you gonna know? Because not always, let's see if I can find one. So I can show you, they don't always match. Like the barrels don't always match. Let's see. I'm looking at it wrong. Okay. This pastel green, to me, it's very white. But that is not white. It's a very, it's a pastel green. But how would I know? I mean, it looks white by the barrel. And so, unless you color it. And that mostly budget pencils are that way. The more expensive pencils tend to match better. But if you're just starting out, like I said, you don't want to go out and spend a ton of money because you don't know if you're going to like the hobby or not. I suggest a budget set. Arctic's is a great set. I think they're budget friendly. And they have a great, great color range. They have my favorite. I love this camel. I don't know why, but I really like this camel color. So let's choose colors. I'm going to zoom you in just a hair so you can see it better. I know it's not very bright, but I don't want you to have the glare the whole time. Okay, so first let's find what color sticks out most to you. And to me, you're going to laugh, is the teal color, the aqua color. So here we have, on our color sheet, we have these aqua colors. But to me, that's not that. Those are more of a bluer color. So to me, this is too much green. So I would go more, oh, I'm not even showing you. These are too green. So I would go up to these ones here. And I would choose, and just choose, so your main color, say, is going to be deep sky blue. So you're going to go through and you're going to find your deep sky blue. And I'm going to try to read them. Here it is. Here is my deep sky blue. See, it does not match. See, I think that looks dark, but it's not that dark. I mean, the leads match, but. So that's our first color. Now, you don't have to shade, you're just learning. So shading and all of that stuff is not important. So let's just do our main colors. So we're gonna start with the blue. This blue that's all around was the sky blue. Now there's a pink. To me, it's a very hot pink, like a very bright pink. I personally think it's more like this rose red. So we're gonna find our rose red. Here is our rose red. See, to me, oh, here we go. To me, it's red. Doesn't look like that. Am I making sense? Let me know. Am I making sense? I hope so. Now, the next color that I see standing out the most is the lime green. Now, to me, this one's harder. The bright neon-y green. I would go, it is my page. So this green right here, I don't think it matches any of those greens. I would go to this green family over here. And I would choose, I think, spring green. Oh, I'm not even showing you. I'm so sorry. I would choose spring green. Either that one or apple green. I think we're going to go with spring. So we're going to find our spring green. And here it is right here. And again, like I said, so there's just, it does not match. To me, it matches more of the apple green than the spring green, but it is spring green. So far we have 3 of our colors. So the next one is, let's try for a yellow. Now this is a very, very, like, not a light yellow to me. It's a darker yellow. So I wouldn't go with these colors over here. I think I would choose canary yellow. Oops, I'm getting on Etsy. Most pencil sets have a canary yellow. So let's find our canary yellow, which is right here. Now see, it does not match. The lead does, but if you don't have it all sharpened and pretty, the barrel does not match. So that is our yellow. So that's 4 colors. So we got 2 more I want to choose, an orange and a purple. So it's a very reddish orange. So here you have our oranges. Now you don't have to go with this. So to me, this is more of the cadmium orange deep, but I think I would choose the regular orange. For me, that's what I would choose. So this orange. So there you've got your orange. Now we need our purple, and it's a pinky purple. So it's not a blue purple. It's a more of a reddish purple. And I would say, now I'm looking at my rose red, which is here. Looking at that. So here's my rose red, and here is my deep blue. I would choose either, I think I would go with the orchid. To be honest, I would actually go with one of these colors because that's my preferred purples, but to match, we're using this as our color palette, and you see the purple is more of a pinky color. I think I would go with orchid purple, which is not there. Orchid. So, okay, look at this one. See, this one's really dark, so that doesn't match either. So that's why I think swatching is important. You can find swatch charts anywhere. You can find free ones on Google. I've got most of mine. This is my favorite. I'm gonna zoom you back out. Ooh, not that way. This is my favorite one. This is by Color with Claire. She is on Instagram. So if you go to Color with Claire, and color is spelled the British way, so it's got a U in it. It's not the American way. She has a link on there that you click, and it takes you to her Kofi shop, and they are free. And she has done a ton of pencils in color family order. And I prefer mine to be in color family order. This is perfect. I also like all of mine to be on one page, so I'm not having to like flip it back and forth, flip back and forth. So one page is my preferred. I'm getting my scrap paper here. So now here is our mushroom. I think I have it like on dark, because it seems really dark. Does it not to you? Does this do the same thing as my phone? Look at me. Well, we don't want to lose that. Can you tell I know what I'm doing? No. There we go. All right. That's, ooh, see? That's better. Look at that. It's bright and cheery. There is a bug in here. I do not like bugs. So here's our mushroom. Here's the colors that we chose. So you can see it. Here is our paper. So let's start with our pink. So I'm going to color it on here. So we have our chart, our pink. I'm going to do it in rainbow colors. Our orange in rainbow order. Sorry, not right. I like that. Our yellow, canary yellow. We have our spring green, our sky, deep blue, deep sky blue. Look at those colors. And then our, what was this one? Orchid purple. Woo! That is some summery colors. What do you guys think? You think it matches? I do. I personally do. Now, I would add a brown, and I would add black, and I would add white just to be on the safe side. So let's find a brown now that I put my pencils elsewhere. All right, here it is. So it's more of a tan color. So I think, I think the light umber is a lighter one. Because there's not really a good like tan. To me, tan has like a yellow in it. Like more of a yellowy brown, but let's see. We'll go with, what's it called? Sienna brown. No, light umber. And just so you know, I really like this pencil. Can you tell? Look at how sad. I do have a second set, so I do have a spare. So we're gonna add our brown over here. So we have a brown. See, I think it goes pretty good. And then black and white. I don't need to swatch those. We know what black and white looks like, right? Yes. So in the description box below, I will put Color with Claire, so you can look her up. And then there's a few Etsy shops. There is Pamela's Passion for Pencils. She sells color charts. Hers are color family too, with the names already printed out. All you would have to do is color in the boxes. There is Coloring Bliss. I don't believe that's an Etsy shop. I think she has her own regular shop. She sells swatch charts. But if you can get them for free, I mean, I would suggest though that you give Claire a donation. I do suggest that because she did go through all this work to put them in color family for us. And she's giving it to us for free. So there is a, like, you can give a tip or whatever on your Kofi. I don't know if you've used Kofi or not, but yeah, that's how it works. Or you can just Google a chart and you'll find one. That's how I got my very first one, and it was free. Now, you're not gonna have the printed names on there, I'll tell you that. It'll all be blank, and it won't be this pretty color family order. You're gonna do that yourself. So if you're wanting them in a specific order, you're gonna probably have to pay for them, unfortunately. But yes, so swatching is important. Yes. Also, with swatching, you're going to learn also how your pencils feel. Get a little feel for how they work. Now, also, one thing too, when you get your pencils, sharpen them before you color. They have like a wax over the top of them, like a film over them. So they're not going to be their true color that very first time. So you want to make sure you sharpen them. And then I have it, see how it's gradient. So the very far one is 1 layer, and then the middle one is 3 layers, and then the far one is a hard pressure. That makes sense. So it goes, so you know, like it can be really light or it can be darker, if that makes sense. So swatch charts are important. So we chose our colors. So should we do another one? Choose colors for another one? Or should we color? Let's color for a minute. All right, here we go. Let me turn my light back on. bright and cheery. All right, so we're gonna do a mushroom. Let's do this cute little mushroom right here. I'm gonna go pink to yellow. Now, their mushroom is like swirled in all kinds of, like a bucket of paint fell on top of this mushroom. By the way, it's for sale on Etsy for $2.99, this picture, if you like it. But, so I'm gonna see how they changed color going up? I'm gonna do pink to yellow. So here I'm gonna start on the bottom, and we're gonna do our rose red. And I am not using a lot of pressure. You don't have to. We are just coloring. We're beginners. So we're not going to be doing all that shading and stuff at the beginning. We want to get used to our pencils. So we're coloring. So there's our pink. Then we're going to go to our orange, which it is orange. And I'm going to start a little bit into the pink. And I'm going to go up. I'm still using a light pressure. I didn't sharpen any of them. I mean, they've been sharpened a million times, all of them. So, but I didn't sharpen them before this because I didn't really know what I was, yeah. I'm kind of doing this I'm just going with the flow here. Now our yellow. So again, I'm going to start about halfway into the orange and then go up. And to me, this is how you're going to blend your colors into each other. So there you go. You can leave it like that. It's just fine. Now for me, I want more layers. So I would go over it again, starting with my pink. And so this is only the second layer. I am using a little bit more pressure. Don't forget to go up into the orange because you did the orange into the pink. Now we're going to go with our orange. We're not coloring a full page, so you guys know. And then our yellow. Now, if you've been watching this series, I showed you all the things I think are important. And one of those was a blender pencil. And I recommend the Prismacolor blender pencil. It's a colorless blender and it has blue on it. We don't want to get that on, so we're using our scratch paper over here and just color on your scratch paper until you get all the color off. So we can do more layers and varnish it into the paper, or you can use a blender pencil, and that way you don't have to do any more layers. And you're going to use little circles. And what it's doing is it is blending it into the paper, and we're getting rid of all of the white of the paper. Notice I'm starting with the pink because if you start, well, I should start yellow. I'm sorry, I did this the wrong way. We're going to start with our lightest color. So our yellow. We're going to color, oh, see, it does grab the ink, so you do have to be careful there. Go into the orange. And then into the pink. And now it looks grungy because it brought some of the ink down with it. And then, now we have a stem. What are we going to do with our stem? Well, we picked a brown. So we're going to color our stem with our light umber. And I'm doing a light layer because what if I don't like it? If I don't like it, guess what we have? It's another essential that I said you should really have. An eraser. And this is a pencil, so it does erase. So if you don't like it, grab your eraser, erase it, start over. But I like it, so I'm leaving it. So I'm going to, this time, I'm only using one color. And I said shading's not important, but I'm going to shade a little bit. So I'm doing a lot of pressure towards the top of the mushroom. And as I go down, I loosen up my pressure because I don't want this to be a dark brown. I want it to be lighter, so I don't want a lot of layers. So I'm giving it some shadows here, thinking, so the mushroom is going over it, so there would be shadows. And there would be shadows here on the grass. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna leave it, but that's it. So I'm gonna take my blender pencil and I'm gonna take all the pink off of it. The pink and the orange. I'm gonna try really hard not to get on the black line. So I'm gonna start at the lightest. So I'm gonna start at the end where I have the lightest color, and I'm gonna do circles up to the top. So down here where I only did one layer, little circles, and then go up to the darker. And same with this one. Now let me show you what happens if you go from dark to light. If you go from dark to light, it's gonna bring the dark down. So then you won't have this lighter brown color. So I'm gonna just show you in this little spot, watch. See, it brought the brown over here. It doesn't have this lighter like it did over there. So you want to start in the lighter brown and then work your way out. And there you go. There is your mushroom. Isn't that a beautiful mushroom? Should we color a flower? Let's color a flower. We're gonna do orchid. It's gonna be an orchid flower. So here we're gonna, no, we're gonna go pink, purple to pink. We're gonna make some fun flowers. So we're gonna start with our purple and we're gonna go out. Start with our purple and go out. Now we will do more of how to color videos coming up. But today is supposed to be just how to choose your colors. So there is your purple. Now I'm wanting to add pink. I'm gonna start about right here with my pink, light pressure, and then pull it out. So light pressure, pull it out. And I just use little circles. Now you can leave that. That's beautiful. You don't have to keep coloring. Unless you're like me and you want it to look, you know, professional. Or how you like it. So I will use, this time I'm using harder pressure because I know I like it for sure. Because the more pressure you use and the more layers, the less it does erase. So you guys know. So that way, if you don't know if you're gonna like it or not, make sure you use light pressure so you can erase it. Look at how beautiful this flower is. So there's our, what's it called? Orchid? Orchid purple. Now with our pink. Can you tell I use different pencil sharpeners? This one is my Doll 133. This is my Tegal, this one. It makes a little short stubby. And that's why I like them. I prefer them to be the short and stubby, but the Tegal one is hit and miss. It's not very, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent with sharpening. It breaks pencils sometimes. And I don't want to break my pencils because I want my pencils to last. Sometimes it's not the sharpener though. Sometimes it's just the pencil. Like I had one of these that was really small from the get-go because it kept breaking, but it was just the pencil. I'm using hard pressure so we don't have to use the blender pencil. So harder pressure. Now the harder the pressure, the harder it is on your hands. There, what do you guys think? So there is that one. Now the next one was our Mary Poppins. So here we have the lovely Mary Poppins. I'm assuming that's who she is because she's got her bag and her umbrella and she's floating in the sky, right? Mary Poppins. She's coming to see the children. So we're gonna go back to our Pinterest. let me turn this light off again so you guys can see. We're gonna go back here. So we're gonna take away our mushrooms and we're gonna put in Mary Poppins. And there you are. Look at her, she's beautiful, Mary Poppins. So here's one she has on, because if you notice, she has on an apron with ruffles. Now this dress, she doesn't have an apron. She doesn't have an apron there. But that one she does. That one's somebody's painting. I really like that. It makes me really, really badly want to sing for you guys. Just so you know. This is one of my favorite movies. So, this is perfect. Look at that. So this is just, it's not the traditional Mary Poppins, but it's a Mary Poppins, I'm guessing, kind of a fantasy type picture. And look at how cute. So, because this really doesn't look like Mary Poppins. So you're going to need, so we're going to choose our colors. So she's got blue. Now this time I'm going to pick multiples so you guys know what I would use if I was shading. But you saw how I did it with one color. So you can do it with one color. So this blue here, and you can make it bigger. It's like a denim blue. Oh, look at that one. I like this though. So I would go with, again, these blues here, because it's not really like all these periwinkle blues. It's not in the aqua section. I would go with the classic blue section. I would say that's true blue is what that is. So I would go with, I would find my color. I think the color I like the best is this cerulean blue. So the one in the very center. So, and I put my pencils in my case in this order. So they're easy to find. So you're gonna do here is our cerulean blue. So that one. So now, because I want to have a highlight color and a shadow color, what would I pick? I would go with this indigo blue for my shadow color, a dark blue. So here is my indigo blue. Now, if this isn't dark enough, you can always add black. But we have our black pulled out already. Now, a lighter color. Now you can go, that true blue is lighter, but they're very, very close. I want to go a little bit lighter than that. So I'm going to do with this deep sky blue, which is the one we were just using, as my lightest blue. So our scratch piece of paper. I got too much stuff. So let's see what these blues look like. So here's our scrap paper. So here is our middle color that we chose, the cerulean blue. So here is your beautiful cerulean blue. Now, I'm gonna take my middle color here, or my lightest color, deep sky blue, and I'm gonna start in the middle, and I'm gonna work my way out. And now we have our darkest blue, which is indigo blue, and I'm gonna start over here. And I'm gonna blend it into it. And I'm gonna go back to my original color, and I'm gonna go into the dark, more into the dark. And then we're gonna go back to our lightest color. Pull that one out a little bit more. Those look good together. What do you guys think? So there you have your main color, which is your cerulean blue. Then you have your highlight color, which is a lighter color and a darker color. So we have our blues for her outfit. So now she has red. Red. Reds are hard to find. Not every set has good reds. I'm being honest with you. I don't think this set has a good red. Prismacolors has a good red. Like the closest to me would be this Crimson Lake. That would be the red. See, I don't know. It's more of a pinky red, where Chili Pepper here is more of an orangey red. So it depends on which way you would want to go. Let's do crimson red. We'll go in the middle. Crimson red. So here is my crimson red. Now I need a lighter color and I need a darker color. Red is hard for me when I think of lighter color. And then darker color for red. This Mars brown would probably, no. Oh. Honestly, I'm thinking one of these down here. Is our Venetian? I think the Venetian red is the one I think I would use. So we're gonna find our Venetian red, which is with our browns. Venetian red. See, now, would you say that's Venetian red? Look at, that doesn't, no. That looks like a brown, but it's a red. So I would do that as my darkest color. And then for my lightest color, this is a hard one for me. Normally I would suggest like a pink. But to me, they never go right together. But we're going to try it. So we're going to do, let's just do pink. Pink, pink, pink. So here is our pink. So let's see what these look like together. Move that over. Here we go. So we're going to start with our main color, which is our crimson red. And we're going to color that nice. Make it nice and wide. Then we're going to take our lightest color, which is our pink, and start about here and work your way out. And then our darkest color, which is our Venetian red. Now we may not like this. I'm a Prismacolor fiend, so those are the colors I'm used to. I usually have to try stuff out. So this is our Venetian red. So here it is. See, it's more of a, it's got a brown tone to it. See, I don't like that. So, you guys like that? I don't like that. Let's try Tuscan red. Here it is. That's why you do this. Yes, it's time consuming, but you know, you want to get the right colors, this is the way to go. So here's your crimson red. So here is your Tuscan red. See if I like that better. Yeah, that one's better. You guys think that's better? And then your pink, your lightest color. Not my favorite combo here, but most of the color I'm going to be using is this red right here. So to me, I'm not going to be using very much of this dark. These two colors will probably be more of what I use the most. And I think this is the best we can do for this red. Because I think the Mars brown is too, I think that's going to be too brown. This one is too close. To me, this one looks almost like a purple. I know I don't have the light on, so I don't know. I don't know. What color, which one would you choose for your shadow color? I'm going to stick with my Tuscan red. So we're going to put this Venetian red elsewhere. All right, here's our picture. So she has a white apron. So this little part of her apron right here is going to be white. So I'm not going to leave it white. I'm going to add a touch of gray. So let's see. I would pull this cool gray 20%. And that is just to, it makes it look white. I know that sounds weird. Cool gray, which one? 20%. Is this the right one? I have a hard time reading the names on these pencils, so you guys know. Cool gray, yes. So you can't really see it, but there you go. And I'm going to show you what I would do. I'm going to show you how I would do this. I'm not going to do all of her, but okay. So I think I got my main colors are going to be red, white, and blue. So I'm going to stick with the red, white, and blue. Those are going to be my main colors. But what are we missing? Who knows? Who knows? Skin tones and hair color. Skin tones. She is on this picture. She is on the paler side. She's pretty pale. Now, I don't do skin with these pencils. I don't think they have the best for skin tones, but let's go with, we have our beige here. Let's do beige. Ooh, I don't know. No, we're gonna do light peach and peach. We're only gonna do two different ones. So we're gonna do light peach, which is here, and then peach, which is here. So here is our skin tones. So here's our paper. So we're gonna have skin here. So that'll be her main skin tone. And then here for her darker shade, shadowing. Now you could add a brown in there. Like one of these browns-ish, dark salmon, burnt ochre. I don't think I would do dark salmon, but maybe the burnt ochre. Let's try that one. Burnt ochre. Let's find you burnt ochre. Burnt ochre. You don't want to get these ochres mixed up, because in the polychromos you got burnt ochre and you got brown ochre. So here you're going to add this brown to it. So your peach. And your light peach. I think that's a good little hair skin tone. Now hair color, she's a brunette. Brown hair. Brown hair. I'm gonna start with, this is gonna be my main color, is this sienna brown. Sienna brown. So here we have our sienna brown. And then for my darker brown, I'm gonna do this one, this iron oxide brown, which is here. And then for my lightest color, I'm gonna do the my favorite one, which look at how little it is. Camel. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. I would use my blues. I would make bluebirds, so you guys know. And then I would do multicolored umbrella. We're not gonna do background. We're not, no, definitely not. So here we go. Let's start with, we're gonna do her face. So I'm gonna start with my lightest color, and I'm gonna lightly, I mean, I could just leave this video at that, but that wouldn't be fun. You want to color. We want to color together. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there it is. Then I'm going to take my darkest color, which I said was burnt ochre, and I'm not going to use a lot of it. Now, Alexandra Franzese puts the gray, the dark, where the shadows are. So I'm going to go where the grayscale is. That's what that is, grayscale. And I'm just going to put it along the grayscale. So I'm going to start, and then I'm just going to go out really lightly, because I don't want to light a lot of this. And then we have it up here, and right here, and right here. And then I don't really see any more shadowing. So now we're gonna take our peach, and we're gonna go we're gonna start on our brown down here. And we're gonna go out just a little bit, not a lot. We don't need a lot of shadowing. Now, the grayscale made that brown a lot darker than if it was just line art. Then we're gonna take our light peach. And with harder pressure, we're going to blend it out, bring it out. Not all of it. So we're gonna leave like a little bit of white, like she's got like lighter on the cheeks, like especially right here. But you definitely want it where the shadows are. But here you're just gonna do barely any, so you can have your, now I personally would take my peach and give her a little bit of rosy cheeks. What do you guys think? She needs to have some rosy cheeks. Then you want to blend it out. I don't really have any highlight spots, but there you go. There she is. She looks very orange in person, and she looks very pale on camera. I don't know. So the hair. Let's do some hair. I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is camel. So we're going to color all of the hair with very light pressure with the camel color. And then again, Alexandra Frenzies gives you the grayscale so you know where the dark colors go. So here you got your iron oxide brown, which is your darkest color. And let's see, they've got it going right here. All the way over here. And right here. Right here is a lot of shadowing. So you want this area to be pretty dark. And same with down here. And we got some quite a bit here. That's as far as the gray. So this is lighter up there. So now our main color we chose was, nope, that's not it. Nope. What color did we choose? Sienna brown. And we're going to fill in the little gap there. And we're gonna bring this out. Now I don't need the highlight color down in here. So we're gonna have our highlight color be like up here. So you want to lighten your pressure when you get towards the highlight, like so. Now I'm going all the way to the end because this really is too light. And then I'm going to take this camel and I'm going to go through the whole thing instead of using a blender pencil. And this is what we call varnish it into the paper. So there you have your highlight. Oh, that's the wrong one. So again, over here, we want our highlight area to be right on the little up part of the curl. Now I wouldn't make this side as, well, yeah. And then we're going to use our lightest color, our camel, and again, we're going to blend it out. Some people use the white of the paper too. I'm not good at that. I'm not a professional. I know I say that, but I'm really not. So here we go. We're going along our darkest color, and we're gonna go all the way to the end. I mean, she's pretty much shaded because she's underneath an umbrella. But we're gonna try something different. We're gonna do darker, like right here. So we're gonna bring our camel in. We're gonna blend it all out here. And then we're gonna go out. Try not to get on the black. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but I got some brown on her little thing. So here I have a handy dandy electric eraser, which you don't have to have, but I prefer. And just get in there, because otherwise it's a tiny space. I would use this, the mono 0 eraser, and to me, I'm just being honest, I don't think these erase very well. So there we go. There she is. Now, I'm going to show you the top. Well, so we're going to do, I don't know. This right here is going to be the red. I think that part is going to be red. Maybe the collar. No, I want the collar to be white. So we're going to do our blues, though. We're going to color the shirt part of it. And I'm going to go with my middle color, which is the cerulean blue. And I'm just going to very lightly color the entire thing. Like so. I'm going to take my darkest, my indigo, and where she has all of the darker gray parts, we're going to take the indigo and go along that. In here, and she got some right here. Along the strap. You don't need a lot of dark. Along the collar, she has some. And right here, it's kind of a little bit hard to see. She definitely has some right here by her hand. And then in the loop-de-loo, right here. And then right here. There. Now we're going to take our cerulean blue. We're going to go along with this. We're going to color it. And I'm going to have some highlight right in here with my highlight color. And then here, I don't really think I'd have highlights right here. So I would do that, and same with here. And here. And then here, I think I would make just barely a little bit of highlight right there. Just barely, like so. I think I need to lessen this one. Now we're gonna take our deep sky blue and we're gonna color it in like so. now we're going to use our blender pencil this time. I showed you how I did it with the lightest color. Now we're going to do it with the blender pencil. I got to get the, whatever I used on it, off. Okay. So I'm going to start with the light and go to the dark because I don't want to make this dark. I want to keep that light. So we're going to start here. And then go into the dark. I'm trying not to get any ink from the black lines. Sometimes that's very difficult to do. And I'm just using little squares, little circles. Happy 4th of July, by the way. I know it's past, but did you guys do something fun? I did absolutely nothing. I slept all day. I needed it. I did some coloring. There, look at how cute she is. And now our red. This was the challenging one. So we've got our crimson red. We're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this right here. So like so. I feel like that should be blue. And this, the collar maybe should be red. We're gonna do it red. All right, we're gonna take our Tuscan red and we're gonna do the shadowy area. Remember, if you're using this book, Alexandra has where the shadows are. And there's no shadows on this one, but I'm gonna make a little tiny one right at the top where her chin would go. Okay. And we're gonna take our crimson red. We're gonna bring it out. This one's gonna not have any highlights. This one is gonna have a little bit of highlight right there. So we're gonna take our highlight color, our lightest color, and we're gonna blend the whole thing out like so. And there. Now her apron, like I said, is white. Now you don't have to do anything on here because she's already done it for you. You have the gray, but for white, I like to take a light gray, which this is the lightest gray that is in this set, which is the cool gray 20%. And I would go and I would put some gray in here and I just start with harder pressure and then blend it out into the paper. Now this is not going to show because yeah, it's not going to show. The clouds. Let's do a cloud. You guys want to see how I do a cloud? Let me show you how I do a cloud. So I'm gonna turn the paper. I'm so sorry. We're gonna do this cloud right here. So this is how I do clouds. This is my pink. I would even use a lighter color than this, but this will work. And not hardly any pressure, and go along the line of the cloud. And just a little bit and hardly any pressure. And go along the whole ring of right inside the line of the cloud. And then I would go with a white paint pen and I would cover up the black line. And then I would probably bring this out just a hair more. You could do this multicolored, you could add more colors. You could make like an extra little like it has another little, you know, clouds aren't perfect like that, right? I don't know. Play with it. Do your own thing. Yeah, like that. Ta-da! All right. So that is all I'm going to do with you today. This video is way too long already. But so choosing our colors. So best ways I find to choose your colors is do your own thing. Pick whatever you want. That's me. I don't do things ahead of time. I just pick a page and go with it. That is just my method. There is color palettes. You can always use a color palette that will help you choose colors. There is Pinterest or online. You can Google it too. I personally like to use Pinterest. You can also Google or Pinterest the name of the coloring book, and a lot of people have colored pictures and they're on Pinterest or on Instagram, and you can look at other people, see what they did. That's another good way to see what colors you're wanting to choose. And when choosing colors, after you choose your colors, picking them in your pencil sets, the best way to do, I think, is to have a swatch chart. I know they are not fun to make, though they are to me, but swatch charts to me are extremely important. You also get to see all the colors look like. Yes. You guys want to see some other color charts that you can get? I guess I should show you. Let me see. Do I have one? No. Oh, of course not. I do. I have one right here. It's in the plastic. This one is the Pamela's Passion for Pencils one, and it looks like this. And I did my own. But you can also get it. I don't know if she has Arctics, but I know she has Prismacolors for sure, and polychromos already printed on there. But like this one is blank. And I believe this holds 90 pencils on this one. But here is, it's Pamela's Passion Designs on Etsy. So you've got, those are two different ones. Color with Claire, Pamela's Passion for Pencils. I have others, but I didn't get them out, and they're underneath things. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Let me know if you guys learned anything and what you think, and if you have any suggestions for everybody on here. All of my fellow colorists, do you have any suggestions on to help people choose their colors? What I did, the Pinterest thing to me is the easiest. Make sure you have a scratch piece of paper so you can put them out and see if you like them together, because you may not like it. Like I didn't like this brown here, or red, and so I switched it to that one. I think scratch paper, swatch charts, most people have a phone. You can use your phone. You can get Pinterest on your phone. I film on my phone, so I can't show you on my phone. So that's why I show you on my iPad or computer. Yeah, I think that's the best way to get ideas. You can also just find a random picture on Pinterest. Like say you wanted, let's find another one. Okay, Sarah, here's your My Little Pony. I want to sing you that song too, but I'm not going to. And say you want her to be in Snow White colors. Because she's got the flowers and the butterflies, you think Snow White. Don't ask me why Snow White came into my head with My Little Pony. I don't really know. You can Google Snow White. Pull up a picture of Snow White, and there you have some colors. And you can use those colors. Or if you go on Pinterest, put in Snow White color palette, it'll give you one. Most popular characters, it will give you a color palette for the character. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this helped. Sorry it's long, but it's me and we colored. But yeah, if you're new and you made it through, thank you and welcome. I'd love to have you return and join us, join our family. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button that you liked it. Comment down below. I love getting comments, and I love making these videos and talking to all of you, and I look forward to talking to you all real soon.